Before your memory starts to fade, before your vision begins to blur, there is one part of your body that signals aging first: your legs. Even before you need a prescription, your body quietly sends out warnings. And it all starts with a gradual loss of strength, especially in your lower body muscles. What most people don't realize is that the true sign of aging doesn't begin in your brain. It begins when your legs grow weak. And this has nothing to do with looks. It is not just about toned calves or a slim figure. It is a clear medical signal that your body is slowly losing its ability to bounce back. Your leg muscles, from your quadriceps and hamstrings to your glutes and calves, are the largest muscle groups in your body. They are the foundation for movement, balance, and healthy blood circulation. When they become weak, you don't just struggle to stand up or climb a few stairs. That's when the cycle begins. Slower metabolism, poor circulation, less joint stability, and a skyrocketing risk of falls. In fact, muscle loss can begin as early as your 30s or 40s and accelerates as you age. By the time you reach your 60s or 70s, you may have already lost up to 40% of your muscle mass, mostly from your legs. This process is known as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. But here's the good news. Unlike gray hair or wrinkles, this is not an inevitable fate. Sure, it is simply a result of neglect. And yes, it can be reversed if you take action in time. Your legs are your body's metabolic powerhouse. They burn more energy, regulate hormones, and boost circulation more than almost any other part of your body. They are also deeply connected to your nervous system. As your leg muscles weaken, you start to lose flexibility, then confidence, and eventually, even your independence. That's why modern medicine now sees walking speed and leg strength as powerful predictors of longevity. The slower your legs move, the faster your body declines. But here's the hopeful part. Leg strength doesn't come from exercise alone. It also depends heavily on the nutrition you feed your body each day. Just like a sedentary lifestyle causes muscle loss, the right nutrients can help reverse it. The right foods can heal damaged muscle fibers, rebuild joints, and reopen blood vessels that were once restricted. You do not need to hit the gym. You do not need to take pills. You simply need the right foods, ones that deliver powerful nutrients to where they are needed most: your legs. Because food is not just energy. Food is a biological language. Each bite you take sends a message to fight inflammation, build new muscle, balance hormones, and protect your cellular power. When you eat the right foods at the right time, you do not just preserve leg strength, you amplify it. Your legs are not betraying you. They are simply waiting to be nourished. What weakens your legs is not age. It is undernourishment and misunderstanding. Your legs are the most energy-hungry part of your body. They burn more calories, regulate hormones, and pump blood throughout your system more than almost any other region. They are also deeply connected to your nervous system. And once your leg muscles weaken, it is not just mobility that you lose. You slowly begin to lose your confidence, and eventually, your independence. That is why modern medicine now uses walking speed and leg strength as a predictor of longevity. The weaker your legs become, the more fragile your body gets. The good news is, you can absolutely change that. Strong legs do not come from exercise alone. They are built from the nutrition you give your muscles, joints, blood vessels, and nerves. If lack of movement causes muscles to shrink, then the right foods can help them recover. The right nutrients can repair damaged fibers, rebuild collagen in your joints, and restart blood circulation that has slowed down. You do not need supplements. You do not need injections. You do not even need the gym. What you need is food that is carefully chosen and targeted at exactly the right place: your legs. Food is not just fuel, it is a biological message. Every bite you take carries instructions. Fight inflammation, regrow tissue, balance your hormones, protect your energy cells. If you eat the right foods at the right time, your legs will not just maintain their strength, they will grow stronger. Your legs are not aging too fast. They are just being undernourished. The problem is not age, it is neglect and misunderstanding. You do not need to be young again. What you need is to be wiser about what you put on your plate. Today, we are going to explore 6 powerful foods. Each one is backed by science to support leg strength, reduce inflammation, and trigger key hormonal signals that protect your muscle and keep you independent. These are not trendy superfoods. These are survival foods. Because the truth is, the quality of your legs will define the quality of your life. And today, you have a chance to eat in a way that nourishes both. Your legs carry the full weight of your body. They move you through rooms, down hallways, and across every step of your life. And yet, they are often the first to silently suffer when the body starts to break down. Why do the legs weaken first? The answer lies in how your body prioritizes resources and how modern lifestyles have erased the signals that once kept your legs strong. The muscles in your legs need constant activation to stay strong. They only grow when there is resistance, blood flow, and proper nutrition. But today, we sit for hours, at desks, on couches, in cars. The signals that once told the body to keep and build muscle are now replaced with silence. So your body starts dismantling what it believes is no longer needed. Blood vessels shrink, nerve connections fade, mitochondria slow down. This is not aging, it is biological adaptation to inactivity, and on top of that, hormonal shifts make things worse. As you age, your levels of testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone decline. These are not just mood or energy hormones. They directly control your body's ability to build and repair muscle. At the same time, stress hormone cortisol tends to rise and stay elevated. Chronic cortisol suppresses muscle protein synthesis and promotes fat storage instead of strength. And the part of your body that shows this most clearly is your legs. There is another layer to this problem. When blood flow to your lower limbs drops, oxygen and nutrients are no longer delivered efficiently to your muscles. This leads to a condition called chronic muscle ischemia, a kind of cellular starvation. That is why so many people over 60 often say, "My legs feel heavy. My pace is slow. I avoid stairs now." But the truth is, it does not have to be this way. Your legs can change, your strength can return, and your future can still be different, starting with what you eat. The good news is, there is still real hope. Muscle is one of the most adaptable and regenerative tissues in the entire human body. It can rebuild itself. Blood flow can be restored. And age-related muscle loss is absolutely reversible. Even better, you do not need complicated medications. All it takes is the right food. When you start feeding your body with nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods that boost oxygen delivery through the blood, the changes can be dramatic. Oxidative stress in your leg muscles starts to drop. Essential protein chains, the ones responsible for contraction and balance, begin to rebuild. Nerve signals become sharper, making each step more fluid and precise. And your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, switch back on, fueling every movement with renewed strength. The truth is, your legs are not too old or too weak to recover. The solution has always been within reach, right there in your kitchen. Food, which once might have caused damage, can now become your healing prescription, fueling muscle repair, increasing blood flow, and jump-starting the recovery process. Next, we are going to dive into 6 specific foods that support strong legs. These are not trendy health fads. They were chosen because of their direct impact. helping your legs rebuild, stabilize, and grow stronger from the inside out. And if we had to start with just one root vegetable, bold red in color, grounded deep in the earth and rich in transformative energy, it would be beets. If your legs often feel heavy, cold, tired, or slow, your body may already be sending a quiet message: feed me beets. Beets are one of the most extensively studied vegetables when it comes to naturally expanding blood vessels. This vibrant root is packed with nitrates, compounds that, once inside your body, convert into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is not just some scientific term. It is a powerful biological messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. When those vessels widen, blood flows more freely, and it is almost as if your legs wake up after a long sleep. Poor circulation is a silent thief. It steals strength from your legs without warning. Without enough oxygen-rich blood reaching your lower limbs, muscles fatigue faster, nerves fire weaker signals, and joints stiffen. You might feel your legs growing heavy, sluggish, or numb for no clear reason. That is when your blood vessels are tightening and your internal highway is getting blocked. Beets, thanks to their nitric oxide boosting effect, help open the flow again. But the benefits of beets do not stop at circulation. When blood moves freely, oxygen, glucose, amino acids, and key micronutrients all get delivered exactly where your leg muscles need them. This means faster recovery after long walks, less soreness after climbing stairs, more stamina while standing for extended periods. In fact, clinical trials have shown that beetroot juice improves walking distance in people with peripheral artery disease. And even in healthy older adults, beets help improve stride speed, balance, and mitochondrial efficiency. On a cellular level, beets actually restore your body's energy engine. They stimulate ATP production, the main fuel your muscles rely on to move. And when ATP is plentiful, every step feels lighter, every movement smoother. This is not just a quick fix, it is a deep biological recalibration. Beets also fight inflammation at its root. Their deep red color comes from betanin, a potent antioxidant that helps reduce oxidative stress in your muscles and joints. If your legs often ache when it is cold, swell when you stand too long, or stiffen without warning, those are signs of inflammation and congestion. Beets can help clear that up and bring relief, naturally. Beets also offer powerful hormonal benefits. Nitric oxide supports the balance of testosterone and estrogen by improving blood flow and circulation. In men, this means more defined muscles and sustained physical strength. In women, it enhances blood flow to the joints and pelvic region. For both, the result is deeper sleep, sharper mental clarity, and more stable energy throughout the day, all of which contribute to stronger, more responsive legs. How you consume beets matters. Eating them raw or roasting them gently helps preserve their natural nitrates. Beet juice delivers a concentrated effect, but just a small amount is enough. Beetroot powder, often found in nutritional supplements, offers a convenient way to boost nitric oxide every day. As for pickled beets, they still have value, but be mindful of added sugars and preservatives. Here is a simple yet effective tip. Pair beets with foods rich in vitamin C, like oranges or lemons, to enhance nitrate absorption. Combine them with leafy greens, such as arugula or spinach, to multiply the effect. This is not folklore. It is grounded in natural biochemistry and science. So the next time you look at a beet, do not stop at its bold crimson color. Think about the blood it helps move, the circulation it helps restore, exactly where your body needs it most. Imagine legs once cold and sluggish, now feeling warm and alive. Steps that once felt heavy now feel strong and secure. Muscles that once went numb now humming back to life. The next time your legs feel heavy or your steps feel slow, remember this: strength is not just about muscles. It is about how well your body delivers fuel to them, and beats are the food that carry that power all the way to your legs. There is one mineral we rarely think about. Until we wake up in the middle of the night with a leg cramp, feel our calves tighten after a short walk, or experience odd twitches in our feet without knowing why. That mineral is magnesium, and one of the richest, most natural sources of it lies in something small and unassuming: pumpkin seeds. Do not underestimate them. Pumpkin seeds are among the most magnesium-dense foods on Earth. Magnesium is the body's quiet conductor, regulating muscle strength, nerve signals, and energy production. When it is missing, muscles stiffen, signals get scrambled, legs tire faster, recover slower, and sleep, which is when your body does most of its repair, becomes shallow and restless. Your legs need more magnesium than most other body parts. Why? Because they are constantly at work, carrying your full weight, maintaining balance, and powering your largest muscle groups. Every step, every contraction, every shift in posture depends on magnesium to manage calcium and potassium flow inside your cells. That is why it is often called the mineral of movement. When it runs low, your legs are the first to let you know. The good news? Pumpkin seeds contain magnesium in a form that is easy to absorb. Just one small handful gives you nearly 40% of your daily requirement, and the benefits go far beyond preventing cramps. Magnesium helps dilate blood vessels, improving circulation to your legs, lowering blood pressure, regulating blood sugar, and enhancing insulin sensitivity. All of these support endurance and leg strength. Magnesium is also tied closely to your stress response. When cortisol levels stay high due to chronic stress or poor sleep, your body leaks magnesium like a dripping faucet. Each stressful night or anxious thought slowly drains your reserves. The result? You wake up with tight calves, swollen ankles, heavy thighs. Even after stretching, relief does not come easily. Pumpkin seeds replenish magnesium, but they also deliver healthy fats and tryptophan, an amino acid that boosts serotonin. That helps you sleep more deeply, and deep sleep is where full recovery happens, restoring your legs to strength. But that is not all. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, a small but vital mineral for hormonal balance. In men, zinc supports testosterone and muscle regeneration. In women, it helps preserve estrogen and bone density, especially in the hips and legs. They also contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, supporting digestion and stabilizing blood sugar. And when blood sugar stays steady, energy does not crash unexpectedly. Your legs feel lighter, more stable, less prone to fatigue. It is a quiet reminder that everything begins with nutrition. And the best part? Pumpkin seeds are easy to work into your day. Sprinkle them on morning oats. Toss them into a salad, blend them into a smoothie, or simply roast them for an evening snack. Unlike pills, pumpkin seeds deliver nature's full package. Magnesium comes with zinc, healthy fats pair with protein, and amino acids join fiber, all in perfect harmony for better absorption. So, if your legs are speaking up, with cramps, stiffness, or early fatigue, the issue may not be weakness. It may be a lack. And pumpkin seeds are nature's quiet answer to that call. Because strength is not just built through effort, it is restored through what we give back to our bodies. And magnesium is the first thing to disappear when pressure builds. Pumpkin seeds bring it back, one handful at a time. If you wake up feeling like your joints are stiff, your legs are heavy, dry, or tightly strained. If your energy just seems to vanish out of nowhere, then chances are you're missing something your body no longer produces as easily: balance. And one of the most powerful ways to restore that balance doesn't come from a prescription bottle, but from the soft green flesh of an avocado. Avocados aren't just trendy, they are truly a healing food. Rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that keep your joints flexible, protect your nerves, and help your body synthesize hormones. Avocados give your legs the strength and coordination they need. After age 50, our production of key hormones, like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, begins to drop. But the enzymes that convert cholesterol into these hormones need fat, and especially the kind found in avocados. When your body gets the right kind of fat, it receives the message to build, not break down, to repair, not retreat. That fat becomes the raw material for steroid hormone production, which directly impacts your muscles, your bones, and your emotional resilience. And where do those effects show up first? In your legs. Without those hormones, your muscles gradually shrink, your joints lose lubrication, your bones become porous, and your ability to move fluidly begins to fade. It doesn't happen overnight, but over years, until one day you feel it. But when you give your body the right building blocks, like healthy fats and fat-soluble vitamins from avocado, this process can slow down and even reverse. Avocados also contain more potassium than bananas. This mineral is crucial for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and cellular hydration. A lack of potassium often leads to cramps, twitching, or post-walk fatigue. Avocados provide potassium gently, naturally. They're also packed with antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which not only protect your eyes, but reduce oxidative stress in the blood vessels that nourish your legs. This means better circulation, less inflammation, and more oxygen and nutrients delivered to your muscles, so your legs feel lighter and stronger. Plus, the soluble fiber in avocado feeds your gut microbiome, which plays a direct role in hormone balance, immune support, and inflammation control. So your energy stays steady, your legs respond more quickly. Unlike processed oils or artificial fats, avocados work with your body. They open pathways, not block them. They support, not interfere. They bring softness, not stiffness. You can enjoy avocado in so many ways. Smeared on toast, blended into smoothies, tossed into salads, or just eaten with a pinch of sea salt. Each bite carries a message to your body. There are still nutrients. Healing is still possible. Your strength is still here. Because your legs don't just need protein, they need lubrication and the hormonal support that helps tendons glide, muscles contract, and joints stay supple. Avocado delivers all of that in one delicious healing package. So the next time you eat an avocado, remember, you're sending medicine to your legs, and they'll thank you with every steadier, stronger step. In the quiet battle against aging, the most persistent enemy is not something we can see or feel right away. It's chronic inflammation. It eats away at your muscle fibers, stiffens your joints, slows down your circulation, and throws your hormones off balance. And your legs? They're often the first to feel the damage. But nature already prepared a powerful remedy, not from the pharmacy, but from the ocean. Sardines, along with other fatty, wild-caught fish like salmon, are some of the strongest anti-inflammatory warriors you can find. Tiny, yes, but sardines are packed with nutrients. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, two essential fats your body cannot produce on its own. These fats don't just lubricate your joints or protect your heart. They actually go deep inside your cells, switching off the genes that trigger inflammation and signaling your immune system to start repairing instead of attacking. Inflammation in your legs is often disguised as nagging knee pain, restless calves, aching thighs, or a burning feeling when you walk. Most people think it's arthritis, overuse, or just part of getting older. But in reality, it's often caused by a buildup of inflammatory compounds in your tissues, slowing your movements and blocking your body's ability to produce energy. Omega-3s clean up that mess. They restore flexibility to your muscles and joints. Sardines also offer something else: vitamin D. This isn't just a vitamin. It acts like a hormone, helping your body absorb calcium, build strong bones, and keep your muscles functioning properly. Many people over 50 are low in vitamin D, which weakens bones and makes it harder for muscles to fire the way they should. When you're low, your muscles feel shaky, your balance suffers, and movements feel unstable. But when you eat sardines, especially with the soft, edible bones, you get both calcium and vitamin D, working together to protect your joints and strengthen your legs from the inside out. Sardines and wild salmon also contain high-quality protein. With all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle. Unlike red meat, these fish don't increase acidity or trigger inflammation, which makes them ideal for people recovering from injury, surgery, or hormonal shifts. And when it comes to hormones, the healthy fats in sardines help regulate insulin, reduce cortisol, and boost your natural production of estrogen and testosterone. That means better energy, deeper sleep, and greater results when you exercise. Wild salmon even contains astaxanthin, one of the most powerful antioxidants known, which protects your mitochondria, especially in leg muscles that consume a lot of oxygen. When oxidative stress runs high, your muscles fatigue faster. But when that stress is under control, your endurance comes back. So don't underestimate this tiny fish. Inside, it holds a treasure trove of nutrients for your muscles, your bones, your blood, and your brain. Whether you eat them fresh, canned, or roasted with herbs, sardines are one of the most healing foods you can choose. If you want to walk farther, stand longer, or climb stairs with ease, then sardines are more than just a food. They are a shield. They are a source of strength your legs will thank you for. In the vast universe of nutritious foods, lentils rarely get the spotlight like some of the more famous names. But when it comes to nourishing and protecting your legs, restoring strength, supporting circulation, and preserving muscle over the years, very few can compete with this humble legume. Your legs rely on 3 key pillars: sustained energy, red blood cells to carry oxygen, and a solid structural foundation. Lentils quietly deliver all 3, steadily and reliably. They're a plant-based powerhouse, rich in complex carbohydrates, protein, iron, and zinc. These nutrients are the building blocks your muscles need to function and recover. For those who often feel leg fatigue or weakness, even after light activity, the culprit may not just be age. It could be a lack of nutrients or even mild anemia. And that's where lentils step in as nature's remedy. The iron in lentils is essential for forming hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to your tissues. When iron is low, oxygen struggles to reach your muscles. And since your legs are the farthest from your heart, they're often the first to suffer. Heavy thighs, cold feet, or feeling out of breath after just a few steps. When paired with foods high in vitamin C, the iron in lentils becomes even more absorbable, helping to reduce anemia and lift that feeling of heaviness. Lentils are also a great source of zinc, a mineral crucial for cell repair, hormone balance, and immune strength. Older adults low in zinc often experience poor muscle recovery, slow wound healing, and frequent fatigue. Lentils provide a steady supply of zinc without stressing the digestive system or spiking blood sugar. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils delivers about 18 grams of high-quality plant protein. enough to rebuild muscle fibers and aid recovery after movement. Unlike animal protein, lentils also come with a generous dose of fiber, which supports gut health, balances blood sugar, and feeds the good bacteria in your digestive tract. That, in turn, reduces inflammation and improves how your body metabolizes energy and muscle. Fiber also slows down how quickly sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream, helping to prevent those sudden energy crashes that leave your legs feeling heavy halfway through the day. If you wake up feeling energetic but feel drained by mid-afternoon, your blood sugar may be to blame, and lentils can help stabilize it. From a hormonal perspective, lentils offer different benefits depending on your biology. For postmenopausal women, they help regulate estrogen levels, supporting bone health in the hips and legs. For men, lentils improve insulin sensitivity and reduce the conversion of testosterone into estrogen, a shift that often leads to muscle loss and fat gain in the lower body with age. And when cooked with ingredients like garlic, turmeric, or Indian spices, lentils take on anti-inflammatory powers and promote circulation even more. Whether in soups, stews, salads, or side dishes, they remain versatile and powerful. Across many cultures, lentils have long been a dietary staple, not because of health trends, but because of their reliability. They've sustained human strength, mobility, and energy well into old age. So if you feel your energy slipping, or you simply want to preserve what you already have, remember this: you don't need meat, you don't need supplements, and you certainly don't need perfection. What you need is consistency. And a bowl of lentils each day might just be the most loyal companion your legs could ask for. In the evening, your body often gives gentle signals that it is time to rest and recover. But for many older adults, those signals get drowned out by chronic inflammation, stress, overstimulated nerves, and muscles that are already exhausted. And the legs, after bearing your weight all day, often suffer the most, aching quietly well into the night. There is one small, tart, deep-red fruit that can directly ease that fatigue: the tart cherry. This is one of nature's most powerful remedies, scientifically proven to support deep physical recovery. Tart cherries are packed with anthocyanins, dark red plant pigments that fight inflammation and oxidative stress in muscle tissue. For those who frequently experience sore legs after walking, stiff joints in the morning, or ongoing aches in the knees and calves, this fruit may become your evening healing ritual. What makes tart cherries unique is their dual action effect. First, they act as natural anti-inflammatories. Clinical studies show that tart cherry juice can lower C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker of systemic inflammation, especially in muscles under pressure. Athletes use tart cherry extract after intense workouts to reduce soreness. For older adults, the benefits are even more noticeable since everyday movements like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or simply standing up can trigger inflammation. Tart cherries work like a gentle fire extinguisher for the body. Second, this fruit is one of the rare natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Unlike synthetic melatonin pills, which can disrupt your natural rhythms, the melatonin in tart cherries comes in a balanced, bioavailable form. This matters deeply because real muscle repair only happens during deep sleep. When your body rebuilds muscle fibers, restores glycogen reserves, and clears out cellular waste. Without good sleep, your body cannot truly recover. Older adults often find themselves trapped in a vicious cycle. Poor sleep leads to poor recovery, which leads to more pain, which makes it even harder to sleep. Tart cherries help break that cycle by relieving pain while gently guiding your body into restful sleep. Beyond muscle benefits, tart cherries support cardiovascular health too. improving blood lipids, enhancing arterial flexibility, and promoting better circulation. For your legs, this means more consistent oxygen and blood flow, less swelling in the feet and ankles after standing or walking for long periods. Most importantly, they protect your mitochondria, the energy factories inside muscle cells. When mitochondria are weak, your muscles tire faster, especially in the thighs and calves. Tart cherries help maintain that cellular energy, so each step feels lighter and more effortless. To use them effectively, drink unsweetened tart cherry juice, consume freeze-dried powder, or enjoy fresh or frozen cherries about 1 to 2 hours before bed. You do not need a large amount. Timing matters more than quantity. The legs only ask for 3 things: strong circulation, quality rest, and real recovery. Tart cherries offer all 3 in a natural, gentle, and precise way. They do not stimulate your body artificially. They soothe. They do not force. You feel invited. In a world that moves too fast, tart cherries offer balance, a quiet reminder to slow down, recharge, and prepare your strength for the day ahead. Most of us eat just to feel full, to satisfy a craving, or simply out of habit. But what if we thought about food differently? What if every bite you take is actually a command, a signal you send to your body that determines how it operates, how it heals, and how it ages? For your legs, the powerful engines that have carried your life, food is not just fuel. It is the control center for strength, balance, and freedom. The weakening of your legs does not begin with age. It begins with neglect, a lack of nutrients, a lack of movement, a lack of circulation. The legs are often the first part of the body to break down because they require the most: more energy, more oxygen, a stronger foundation. Without focused nutrition, they are the first to suffer. But this is not a life sentence. You can absolutely shift that trajectory. 6 foods: beets, sardines, pumpkin seeds, lentils, avocados, and tart cherries are not trends. They are natural tools that build muscle, balance hormones, control inflammation, and restore circulation. Each one speaks to a different system in your body, and together, they help orchestrate total regeneration. Beets help your blood flow more freely to your muscles. Sardines bring healthy fats and hormones that keep joints flexible. Pumpkin seeds offer magnesium for calm nerves and relaxed muscles. Lentils nourish your red blood cells and give you lasting energy. Avocados help balance hormones and support joint health. Tart cherries reduce inflammation and ease you into deep sleep, the state where real recovery happens. You do not need a complicated meal plan. You do not need to exercise intensely every day or measure every gram. All you need is intention. Eat to recover, not just to fill your stomach. Eat to move, not just to sit. Eat as if your legs depend on it, because they do. This is not a diet. This is alignment between what you eat and what your body truly needs. Muscle repair, oxygen flow, circulation, rest. You do not wait until it hurts to eat well. You eat well every day, steadily, with care. Every meal is a choice, to build strength or to lose it. As you get older, what matters most is not the quantity of food, but the precision. The right foods, at the right time, carrying the right message. Mobility is not just about walking, it is about freedom. Freedom to move without fearing a fall. Freedom to stand up without needing help. Freedom to live with confidence. And it all starts with your plate. If you remember just one thing, let it be this: you are not powerless. You never lost your chance to recover. Your body is still capable of rebuilding when given the right ingredients. And food is the most powerful tool you have. So eat not just to survive, but to grow stronger. Eat not out of fear of weakness, but as a declaration of resilience. Your legs are not just for walking. They carry your life, your memories, and if nourished well, they will carry your future too. It is time to make food your ally. Eat with purpose, move with intention, and reclaim the strength that has always been yours. That is how you rise, one meal, one step at a time,